What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have a video for you today. It's all over the place. It's going to be one of those kind of confusing, rather different videos than what I'm used to. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, so the video today is for Torque wheels, and I would like to say big shout out to Torque wheels. And if you guys don't know what Torque wheels are, they're a very, very new brand. That they aren't so new. They've been a brand for years. That they came on the I think it was called like the Black Widow truck, the GM trucks that you see at the dealership. I think they made a couple different ones, maybe with Ford, Dodge, Toyota, whoever. But it was an upfit company that would put like fender flares and wheels and tires and stuff like that on trucks. And they were a very popular wheel company, but you could never get the wheels. So I've been asked all through the years for this certain design wheel, and it's the one that I got on the Tahoe now. They're popular for the black and machine version of this wheel, but I have the all black version of it. So Torque Wheels reached out to me and they said, hey, we went through a name change. We're called Torque now, and we're releasing the wheels to the public, and they wanted me to help. So I said, okay, well, how can I help you? And they said, we'd like to give you a set of wheels, and you put them on your truck and let me know what you think. Well, at the time, I had 28-inch Amanis. If you guys are long-term followers of the channel, you'll remember those wheels. I'll throw a clip in up here for you to see. But I said, hey, man, I'd like to do a set of your wheels on my Tahoe and do a video for you, but respectfully, I like big wheels. I like 28s, 26s, 30s, things like that. And they said, well, look, you know, if the offer's on the table, if you'd ever like to take it, you know, take this wheel and do a video for us. So I took the offer. I took a set of the wheels. I had a set of used amp tires in the back, used tire room back here at the shop, and I threw a set of those tires on there, and I really didn't mind it as much as I thought that I would. I really kind of liked the way that it drove with the smaller wheels and tires, and I was kind of sold. But to be honest with you, those amp tires, they had a little shake to them at about 80 miles an hour, and it bothered me. So I decided to buy Nitto mud grapplers, which is one of the best tires that you can buy for a ride. I know it looks aggressive, but it really does ride good. It's like the softest riding tire you can get, but it's really loud. I just happen to like the noise myself. It sounds really loud, like a helicopter. It's really, really the distinct sound, but I like it, right? So I bought those tires and then put them on there, and I fell in love with the Tahoe again. It doesn't look as crazy good to me as the 28s did, but this looks great. The Torque wheel itself mixed with that mud grappler, I think it just paired up perfectly, and I love the way it looks. So stay tuned for the video. You're going to see a lot of me replacing the bumpers on the Tahoe. I kind of threw a bunch of stuff into this video, and I've been working on it for a few months, so it's going to be all over the place. I appreciate you guys watching, though, and stay tuned, and it should be a decent video. All right, so this is the website for Torque Wheels. This is the company that sponsored the video, and they gave me this set of wheels for the Tahoe. I wanted to go over their website real quick and just show you the options that they have available. If you go to their website and click the wheels section, go to all wheels, you can look at all the designs that they have available. Most of their designs will fit your average Chevy Silverado, your Ford F-150, Toyota Tundra, Ram 1500, Jeeps. They have 5-lug, 6-lug, and 8-lug wheels, so whatever you really need for your vehicle, I'm sure that you could find it on their website. I really like, personally, the TW404C, the Overdrive. That's one of my favorites. And, of course, the TW405C Pulse. That's what I have on my truck. I really like all the designs, but take a look for yourself. Go down through the options. If you click into one of their designs that you like, it will give you options of sizing, offsets, and bolt patterns in the specs below. So I'd recommend taking a look at that. If you have any questions about the wheels, you feel free to reach out to me at the shop and ask, and I'll give you all the information that I can give you about them. So check out Torque Wheels and let me know what you think. even though this is a little bit different of a video for me, I wanted to say overall I love the way that the new torque wheels look with the mud grapplers. I've got some stuff that I've got to do to the Tahoe coming up over the next few weeks. I got in an accident in the front, and then I got some damage back here, so this is definitely going to be my longest like drug out over time video. I don't usually do a whole lot of videos on my Tahoe. I used to in the beginning of the channel, but I haven't really done much with it since. I've been kind of on a little journey to find out what I like now. I had originally bought, I started out on 26 by 14s, then I went to, I had 3 or 4 sets of those, then I went to 26 by 16s, had 3 or 4 sets of those, then I went to 28 by 16s, had 3 sets of those. And now I'm kind of at that point where the truck's getting a little bit older. It still is my daily driver, and I love it. I love everything about it, really. And the only thing about it that wasn't great was when you drive it with the 28 by 16s, constantly worrying about, you know, somebody stealing the wheels or somebody or me hitting a curb or just anything that could possibly happen. I've seen all these guys have the mud grapplers on their trucks, and I really like the way the tire looks. I used to have them years ago, but it's been a long time, and I put this set of tires and wheels on there. You know, Torque is sponsoring the video with this set of wheels. So I really wanted to make the wheels look as good as possible. And the only way I knew to do that was to put the mud grappler on there because that tire is awesome. And I have to say, this tire rides amazing. It's the smoothest riding tire I've ever had on the Tahoe. It's very, very loud, which I love. But other than that, you know, I've had them on here for a couple of weeks now, and you can barely see any wear. Like there's the little tips, you know, are still on the tires, and it still feels like they're new. And I have to say, I just love it. You know, it's not expensive like my other wheels. It's not, you know, a crazy setup that I don't have people taking pictures of me in traffic anymore. And I did take the Southern tire off the windshield, which has been on there. It's been an iconic part of my Tahoe for years. I took that off. I had my Instagram name and stuff like that on the back glass. And guys, let's face it, I'll be 35 this week. I'm getting a little bit older. It's not really the move anymore to have my, you know, all my information on the windshield and on the back glass and all that. I kind of just like that subtle look about the Tahoe now without anything on it. I did get in 2 random accidents. I think I said something about that earlier in the video, but the first one right here, this wasn't my fault. Somebody pulled out in front of me in traffic. Their insurance company is paying for a new bumper. I actually already have the new bumper. It's in the back office of the shop. I'm waiting to get it painted. So that's getting replaced. Then I got, this was my fault. I backed into a car or a van in my driveway. Actually, I was in a hurry to get to work and I wasn't paying attention. So I backed into something and ruined that part of the bumper. It doesn't look too bad, but it's gone. So I have a new bumper for that in the back, waiting to get it painted as well. And then maybe after that, I'll get the Tahoe good and cleaned up and all that, and we'll really see what this setup looks like. I like it though. I don't think I'm going to change anytime soon. Maybe 1 year in the future, I'll get a new vehicle and we'll do some big wheels and tires on that. But you know, right now this is a 2015 Tahoe. It's been great to me. It has 220,000 miles on it, and it has never really left me on the side of the road. So love this truck. I wanted to enjoy the last few years with it or whatever it's going to be, and I put these tires back on it so I can enjoy the comfort of it. And now I can just bounce around parking lots, not looking at curbs anymore, which is great. So anyways, as soon as I get that bumper and stuff in, I'll continue with this video, and then we'll get this one out for you. So this video is going to be super unorganized. It's been like a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it's been since I took the 28s off the Tahoe. This video is really supposed to be for Torque wheels, mainly. This is their product video, but it's ended up being like the comeback of the Tahoe video, so I wrecked the front bumper, I wrecked the back bumper, or somebody hit me or whatever. So I got both my new front bumpers, or my front and rear bumper here. They're both painted, they're both ready to go on the Tahoe. We're going to put one of the bumpers on the rear of the Tahoe today. So I'm going to document the process. Check it out. I'll show you the bumper. All right, so there's my rear bumper. Those are not scratches. It's just grease that got on the bumper itself. They've been sitting back here for a little while. There's the back one, and then here is the front one. But if you guys know, the front bumper on mine is cut dramatically, and we're going to have to recut this bumper to make it the same or somewhat close to what the old bumper was. But Very excited to get the back bumper on today. I've had, to be honest, when I drive down the interstate, if I get over 70 miles an hour, this corner on my old bumper flaps like that. So I'm super ready to get the bumper back on it. So stay tuned. Well, guys, I've been working on this Tahoe video for seems like months now. I guess it has been months, but we're coming to a head on it today. I have my new rear bumper installed, which you just saw in the clip a minute ago. And then I have the new bumper in the front because I had to replace both, remember? The new bumper in the front is on. There's a couple of things that I still have to do. Those bugs are just from like 2 days of driving. But anyways, I have my pieces that I have to put here still already painted. I just got to pop them back in. And then we have to, since I have my valance removed from my bumper, we have to cut that little piece of trim off. If you guys notice on Tahoes, there's a big black piece of plastic that hangs below this on the bumpers. And it looks, I call it a shovel. It looks huge. So I always take mine off. And then the bumper has this piece behind it that you have to trim. And it shows that cross member better in the front. Well, notice from this point on, look at Tahoes. You'll see a lot of them with that piece missing on the bottom, but they don't trim this piece off. You'll see it from now on, now that I mentioned it. Anyway, mine's coming off, and I just really wanted to give a big shout out to Torque Wheels. My rep at that wheel company, his name is Kenny. He's amazing. I've known him for a long, long time. I'm super thankful that they reached out to me for the opportunity to have a set of these wheels. I've had them for about 2 months now, and I've been daily driving on them. I love the wheel. I love the design. Everybody loves it on the Tahoe. I'm going to be selling these wheels, so if you guys have, like the wheel, I sell it for 8 lug, 6 lug, whatever you want, 5 lug. Every size, every fitment from 22-inch down. So if you guys like the Torque wheels here, let me know. They're not very expensive. They're a good price wheel. They're a good quality wheel, and I don't think you can go wrong with it. So shout out to Kenny and those guys over at Torque Wheels. All right, so I guess this is my closing comments for the Tahoe video, the 6 month long video or whatever. I filmed it, I told you about 3 times in the video how long it's taken me, and I kind of let the video sit for a little while I was going back and forth on my decision on some wheels and tires. And video's done. I got the Tahoe here. I'm about to show you everything that we ended up with. I'm not gonna lie to you, you just watched this whole entire portion of the Torque wheel video. I had this weird thing happen like right after that clip where I started wanting bigger tires and wheels again, and I decided to go with a 38 1550-20 mud grappler and get some wheels from another company. I will throw that wheel in there in this video so you can see what I went to, and I think that Torque would probably not be upset with me to say that I ended up liking their wheels better, so I put their wheels back on. The other wheel that I put on the Tahoe, I'm going to put that in a video too so you can see what it looked like on the 38s and the 20s. But I ended up going back with these 37s on the 22s. The Tahoe drove so much better on the smaller tires, and they just look better to me. The other ones look like a balloon. It looked too big to me. Everybody has their own preference, so you may have thought that the big tires look better on the truck, but I couldn't stand it. I came outside every day and looked at it, and I was like, man, it's just too big. The wheel looked good. The Arena wheel that I put on there, it looked good, but it wasn't the wheel, it was the tire. It was the size of what it was. I'm used to 28s, so when I got that big of a sidewall on a tire, it just wasn't for me. So I'm gonna flip the camera around now and show you the Tahoe, how it sits and how it probably will sit for just a little while. Everything is smooth and it rides good and it turns all the way. We didn't have to cut a lot of the bumper off or anything in the front this time like I did on my 28, so let me know what you think. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm not really going for that, hey, look at me effect anymore. I'm going for something that makes me happy, and I like the way this tire looks. I like the way the wheel looks. I love the way it rides, so I'm happy with it. I may change my mind today. I may change my mind next week. You never know. You might see me on some 28s again in a month. Who knows? But currently, I'm content with the way it looks. I like it. The tires, like I said, they ride really good. I haven't washed the Tahoe in a week or so. I've been on a road trip or two since I washed it, so you're getting the real dirty version of it right now. But there's my new bumper. I got my caps in on the bumper. We still have 1 or 2 support brackets to put in behind this to make that stay. But I got the brackets here. We just got to put them in. Other than that, my back bumper is perfect. There's nothing wrong. The guy that I used to paint this, his name is Lee. He is very, very good at matching paint on an older vehicle like this. So I feel like he did a phenomenal job on the rear paint. He didn't even have anything to go off of to match it. He just kind of did it, just hoping that it would match, and it did. So, you know, it's not perfect. It's rough around the edges. I told you guys earlier in the video that I like this vehicle a lot. I could go get a new truck. You know, everybody has a new truck and they love it. I could go get one too, but I just really like this Tahoe, and I don't know what it is. And now that I got the mud grapplers on it, I have re-fallen in love with the Tahoe, the way it rides. So probably going to keep it for a while. It just rolled over 225,000 miles yesterday, and it burns a little oil. You know, over a 5,000 to 10,000 mile stretch, it might burn a quart of oil, which is not horrible. It doesn't leak any oil, it doesn't knock, it doesn't make any noise, it drives amazing, has all the power you could ever ask for. So I'm just gonna ride it out, see how many miles I can get out of it. I wanted to say thank you again to Kenny from Torque Wheels, and thank you guys for watching the channel, and I'll be back next week with another one. Thank you.